we're about to execute, right? Everyone's ready, and then bam, ISO weaken. Bam, I get spammed through the wall. I'm half HP. Bam, I'm like 1 HP. And one of the things that I recommend when people are 1 HP, either to insta rotate, go for a lurk, or play a headshot angle. Now, because I'm still 1 HP, I still go for the unexpected fast lurk. Chamber on B, man.
I saw 20 HP.
Chamber holding here. Now, me just surviving here requires 2 enemies to make sure that I'm not flanking. Which allows my team to safely walk on site with no trouble. Don't be. Because of the possibility that I still could be flanking, enemies didn't even try to retake from art. We just have all of the space. Have stun. Wait for tap. And because I still have my stun, I don't just swing into the enemy. I wait for him to tap, and then we fight with our teammates. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Happy and I'm an immortal high-level coach. In this series, I help you improve your game sense and talk about how to get an advantage on every single fight that you take. If you're tired of being stuck in the same rank, I strongly suggest joining the premium tier of my group, which will be linked down in the description. Inside, I talk about the purpose of every single role, how to learn a new skill, and most importantly, how to play your character. So if you're someone who's serious about improving in Valorant, I suggest you join. Let's get to the video. Because Theo didn't drone, I just have to be the entry duelist and just push out to the best of my abilities. And then after sensing the disturbance in the force, I had to punish the jet for it. Then just seconds later, we hear a stormtrooper TP through the window, and I decide to take my XP bar right there and then. Because Reyna is feeling the confidence now, she just pushes out through the choke point and dies. Well played, Reyna. Good stuff, good stuff. And because I am a loyal member of the Avengers Club, I have to do my stuff and avenge the rain. If you survive the first 5 bullets of spamming, you should actually wait until all of their bullets go out and then peek them through a smoke. Seems pretty simple, but a lot of the times we just forget about it. I think all 5. Because of the info on the minimap that I see a lot of the enemies, I decide to go for a quick flank.
Can you double peek with me?
Jet, you can rotate. Because I already have their rotates cut off, I tell my Jet that he can actually go and help my team, instead of standing on B. Coming back.
On the right, bro.
And because I have a Judge in my hand, I don't need to push any further. We're already containing them into space, basically forcing them to attack A. And it's almost impossible for them to clear me here, especially without using any util.
Of course, Operator here.
1 man. They had their chance when they had like a Skydog and Reyna Flash and maybe a Neon Dash, but now they're out of util. So this is a guaranteed theoretical win.
1 enemy remaining.
That's a crazy position for me. Maybe whiffing all of this on the Jet was a gift because I got to see all of this. Oh my. My question is, how did they come up with these? Yo, what the f... He just fucking...
71 waiting.
What is that? What is that? So for all the mixed mains, there's a display where you throw a stun before they even push out into the smoke. And then if somebody pushes through the smoke, free kill for you. And now a very similar position. I already have their circulation rotations cut off. And even though I can hear a lot of them B, I remember 2 of them being on A still. And I don't hear any rotations from spawn. They're planting the spike. All we have to do right now is just take a 2v1. I have my boost, I have my stuns in case, and my Sky hopefully has a dog. And actually, out of nowhere, my Sky pops the ult. So now it's a 3v1. All we have to do is just fight. Ult is wasted because my Skye decided to not follow the ult and I didn't want to peek without my Skye. I started popping the stun's elbow. We successfully stun the enemy and get laid out. My Skye is taking the longest route. Taking the longest route possible. Nah, also where is bro going? So I decided to ask him, why are you going ramp if your ult is going heaven?
I wanted to, I guess. Could you teach me our D-boys? That's crazy.
And this guy kept calling me, quote, a fucking femboy. And I don't know, I have no idea why. But look at this solid veto clip. We popped the bubble when they popped the raise ult. And now I can just push into him. Because like, what does he have? What does he have? What does he have? Nothing. And after that, as soon as they push through the choke point, we pop the ult and go for the sneaky TP. Good shit, Vito. In this clip, I am asking my teammate to wait for me because I have the unexpected flank and we know that both of them are CT and I can pick them from an unexpected position, just like this, if my glove just waited. After that, I still have my stun, the game-winning ability, and because he's not CT, I stun Heaven as he drops, and I have an advantage on this fight. Here the info that I have coming from a flank is that there's a jet smoke coming from side and Skye got the final kill. Because Skye is low HP and she cannot heal herself, I decided to just pre-fire the common angle that she was standing in right before stunning, just in case.
They're both low, but Skye healed him. Oh my gosh, nice, bravo.
I always recommend retaking a bind with an operator from Heaven, even though this map is actually gone. Just so you can take as many fights as possible, there's the most angles. After that, I quickly equip my shorty before dashing, so I can stun and clear lamps. Now we are actually getting down to a 2v1 position after our teammate gets spammed through the smoke. Whenever the smoke drops, two angles open up, the box one and the TP one. I decide to hold the TP angle because if she pushes through the box, it's already super uncomfortable for her, and my Reyna can react to it.
Nice, guys. Lamps.
Same position, same stun, just make sure to equip your shorty right before dashing so that you can actually pull out your shorty. That's a 2v1, I don't want to be the first one to die so that Glove could have a chance. I wall her off so she can defuse, but she dies instead, and I cannot catch up to that Jet. Now I can see that my glove actually drops the smoke and I know that this Jet is gonna have to panic and spam in case we have to, so that's why I peek out and just hope that he doesn't run away. As a duelist, after pushing on the side, it's really important to take some space somewhere, not just sit on the default side where you plant the spike. That's why I go art. I think one more. Yeah, one more. We do a perfect trading play with my Vice because she is coming from a flank. That's why it's super important to look at your minimap when you're in a smoke or in a safe position. But this Reyna, believe it or not, she was doing this the whole game. She is playing entry shotgun Reyna. For mid. I saw she had a diamond badge and I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Clearly a smurf. I mean, it works. Like, all you have to do is just play the correct positions. Like, you play here post plant, you play here post plant, you let Jet entry, then with your flashes you get into situations where you can play your shotgun, and it just makes sense, but it's just it looks so stupid. By the way, don't do this at home, it did not end well for the Reyna, as you can see. Thank you everyone for watching. Comment down your favorite clip and I'm gonna respond to every single comment. Also, if you're serious about improving in Valorant, you wanna get even better game sense, join the premium tier of my group, link in the description. See you guys tomorrow.